Imagine a place where nature feels infinite, cultures blend in perfect harmony, and every corner holds a new adventure waiting to be discovered. Welcome to Canada, a country as diverse in landscapes as it is in stories. From the Atlantic to the Pacific, and all the way up to the Arctic, Canada is more than a destination. It's an invitation to reconnect with the world around us. Here, modern cities coexist with ancient forests, and the sounds of waterfalls compete with the hum of bustling streets. But what makes Canada so special? It's how the country offers something for everyone. Whether you're seeking adrenaline, tranquility, or cultural immersion, Canada delivers it all with a unique generosity. So why not embark on this journey and discover why Canada is at the top of travelers' dream lists worldwide? Toronto is a city where urban landscapes captivate at every glance. A skyline of modern skyscrapers rises against the horizon, with the towering CN Tower dominating the view. From the top of this iconic structure, you can admire a seemingly endless panorama. Buildings, bustling streets, and in the distance, the vast blue expanse of Lake Ontario. Strolling through the downtown streets, you'll encounter a harmonious blend of contemporary and historic architecture. The Distillery District, with its red brick buildings and cobblestone streets, offers a unique charm. The setting is complemented by wide open spaces, perfect for leisurely walks. On the shores of Lake Ontario, the contrast between the serene waters and the reflections of the buildings creates a spectacle of its own. The Lakeside Park invites you to take a break, where you can sit and watch the boats crossing the horizon. Further ahead, the Toronto Islands offer a natural retreat. Trails winding through the islands reveal unique landscapes, with well-manicured lawns, towering trees, and fine sandy beaches. As you walk along, you are enveloped by tranquility, accompanied by the gentle sound of the waves. During sunset, Toronto transforms into a visual spectacle. The warm colors of the sky reflect on the lake and the glass facades of skyscrapers, creating a magical scene that only nature in harmony with the city can provide. Toronto is a city that enchants both the eyes and the heart. Every landscape, urban or natural, tells a story of beauty and balance, offering unforgettable moments to those who visit. Ottawa, the capital of Canada, is a city where the landscapes speak as much about its history as they do about its natural beauty. The Parliament dominates the downtown area, with its Gothic architecture rising majestically above the Ottawa River. The sculpted towers and the gleaming Peace Tower create a setting that exudes both grandeur and serenity. Just a few steps away, the Rideau Canal winds through the city like a liquid ribbon. During summer, its waters reflect the green trees lining its banks, creating a perfect setting for walks or bike rides. When winter arrives, the canal transforms into the world's largest skating rink. The sound of skates gliding on the ice is accompanied by the glow of nighttime lights, making the scenery even more enchanting. The parks along the river offer wide, serene views. Sitting on one of the benches and watching the movement of the water is an experience that rejuvenates the spirit. In the distance, the Gatineau Hills complete the landscape with green tones that seem to paint the horizon. In the heart of the city, tree-lined and well-maintained streets surround historic buildings that keep the memory alive. During spring, the Tulip Festival fills the gardens with a multitude of flowers, turning Ottawa into an explosion of colors. At sunset, the city takes on a golden glow that reflects on the river and the Parliament buildings. It's the kind of scenery that invites visitors to pause, take a deep breath, and soak in the beauty of a place where time seems to slow down. Ottawa is a city that impresses with its harmony between the urban and the natural. Its tranquil and striking landscapes are an invitation for anyone looking to immerse themselves in a setting of peace and beauty. Montreal is a city where urban and natural landscapes intertwine with elegance. Walking through its streets, it's easy to feel transported to Europe, thanks to the distinctive architecture and historical details that adorn every corner. Old Montreal is the heart of this charming atmosphere, with its cobblestone streets surrounded by stone buildings and antique lampposts that create a sense of coziness and nostalgia. The Notre Dame Basilica is a landmark that impresses from the first glance. Its Gothic towers and imposing facade dominate the scenery of the historic neighborhood. Inside, a spectacle of stained glass and a meticulously carved altar offer a breathtaking visual experience. The silence and grandeur of the space make this place a true gem. Montreal is also traversed by the St. Lawrence River, offering panoramic views of iconic bridges and the city skyline. Along the riverbanks, the Old Port is a place that blends serenity and activity. Here, boats gently sway as people stroll along the docks, enjoying the view of the sky merging with the water. At the top of Mount Royal, the park that gives the city its name reveals one of the most impressive views. Climbing to the lookout point is rewarded with a panorama that stretches from modern buildings to the river winding in the distance. The contrast between the park's greenery and the vibrant urban landscape creates a perfect balance. When autumn arrives, Montreal transforms into a spectacle of colors. The trees' leaves paint the parks and streets with shades of red, orange, and yellow, creating a scene that seems straight out of a painting. At night, the city shines with a special light. Illuminated historic facades further highlight the architectural richness, while the reflection of the lights on the St. Lawrence River creates a magical sight. Montreal is a place where every landscape tells a story, and every view is an experience to be cherished. The Niagara Falls are a natural spectacle that fascinates and moves everyone who has the opportunity to witness their grandeur. With waters cascading in an endless flow, these falls are among the most impressive in the world, creating a landscape as powerful as it is mesmerizing. As you approach, the sound of the rushing water intensifies, and the fine mist generated by the fall's impact rises into the sky, enveloping everything around in a veil of freshness. The Horseshoe Falls, the largest and most iconic of the falls, form a perfect curve that feels like nature embracing the horizon. The waters plunge with such force that the river below seems to vibrate with energy. The main observation deck offers a breathtaking view. The sensation of being so close to the raw power of nature creates a mix of emotion and reverence. Every drop of water joining the river seems to tell an ancient story of persistence and movement. Along the riverside promenade, the landscape transforms. Well-maintained trees and blooming gardens complement the grandeur of the falls, creating a contrast between delicacy and strength. For those seeking an even more immersive experience, the boat tour takes visitors to the base of the falls, where water and sky seem to merge into one. At dusk, Niagara Falls transforms. The lights illuminating the falls paint the water in shades of blue, red, and green, creating an unforgettable nighttime spectacle. The constant sound of the water becomes almost a melody, while the glow of the lights dances on the river's surface. Niagara Falls is more than just a landscape. It is a reminder of nature's unmatched power and beauty. Every moment spent before them is an opportunity to reconnect with the world around us and the grandeur it has to offer. Banff National Park, in the Canadian Rockies, is one of the most breathtaking natural landscapes in the world. Here, the scenery seems to have been sculpted by divine hands. Snow-covered mountains, crystal-clear lakes, and dense forests create an environment of unparalleled beauty. Upon arriving at Lake Louise, visitors are greeted with a view that almost defies reality. Its intensely turquoise waters reflect the towering mountains and surrounding glacier, creating a scene that is both serene and powerful. Walking along the lakeshore is a contemplative experience, with each step revealing a new angle of this wonder. Further ahead, Moraine Lake offers an even more vibrant palette of colors. Surrounded by mountain peaks that seem to touch the sky, it invites silence and admiration. At sunrise, the sunlight bathes the mountain tops in golden hues, contrasting with the deep blue of the waters. The Banff Trails are a call to nature lovers. They wind through the forests and lead to spectacular viewpoints, where visitors can truly feel a part of the grandeur of the Rockies. Along the way, it is common to encounter streams rushing between rocks and small waterfalls that appear as delightful surprises during the journey. In the heart of the park, the mountains dominate the landscape, with their steep slopes and snowy summits. During winter, Banff transforms into a paradise for snow sports enthusiasts, while in summer, its green hills and blooming valleys offer a stunning contrast. As night falls, Banff's sky becomes a spectacle in itself. Far from artificial lights, the Milky Way emerges with extraordinary clarity. The stars feel closer, and the deep silence of the mountains creates a magical atmosphere, perfect for reflection and reconnect ion. Banff is a place where nature showcases its raw power and beauty. Every landscape is a masterpiece, and every moment here is an opportunity to marvel at the vastness and perfection of the natural world. Vancouver is a place where the urban and the wild coexist harmoniously. Surrounded by mountains and bathed by the Pacific Ocean, this city offers landscapes as varied as they are breathtaking. Walking through downtown, Mirrored skyscrapers reflect the natural beauty around them, creating a visual fusion of modernity and nature. Stanley Park, one of the largest urban parks in the world, invites you to immerse yourself in tranquility. The trails that wind through the park reveal spectacular views of English Bay and the North Shore Mountains. The seawall is perfect for walking or biking, with the sound of waves accompanying every move. In the distance, the mountains seem to embrace the city, especially during winter, when their snow-covered slopes become a haven for skiers and snowboarders. Grouse Mountain, just minutes away from downtown, offers breathtaking panoramic views. At its summit, the landscape transforms into a winter wonderland during the colder months. False Creek, a seawater inlet cutting through the city, reflects both the shimmering night lights and the gentle glow of the sun. Around it, small boats and kayaks glide slowly, while parks along its shores provide restful spaces with stunning views. Granville Island, located along Vancouver's shores, is a charming blend of markets and scenery. From here, you can admire the city from a different angle, with the mountains in the background creating a cinematic setting. At sunset, Vancouver becomes even more magical. The orange and pink sky reflects off the ocean's waters, while the city's lights begin to emerge, highlighting the harmony between urban life and natural wonders. Quebec is a city that breathes history and culture. Its landscapes seem straight out of a fairy tale, especially in the historic center, known as Old Quebec. The narrow cobblestone streets, surrounded by stone buildings and flower-filled balconies, create an atmosphere that transports you to the past. The Chateau Frontenac, an iconic hotel, dominates the skyline with its impressive architecture. From the top of Terrace Dufferin, you can admire the St. Lawrence River, whose waters appear eternal and serene as boats slowly cross the horizon. The walls surrounding the old city offer panoramic views. Walking along them feels like traveling back in time, with the scenery alternating between historic rooftops and green parks that contrast with the vastness of the river in the distance. In winter, Quebec transforms into a visual spectacle. Snow-covered streets gain a special charm, and the Quebec Winter Carnival lights up the city with colors, lights, and an infectious energy. The scene seems made for a painting, with every detail complementing the unique beauty of the place. Calgary, localizada na província de Alberta, e uma cidade que combina paisagens urbanas vibrantes como pano de fundo natural de terra ou falego. Cercada pelas pradarias que se estendem as majestosas montanhas rochosas, Calgary é lugar onde as vistas panorâmicas parecem infinitas. No coração da cidade, o rio bo serpenteia entre parques e arranha-céus. Suas margens são perfeitas para caminhadas e passeios de bicicleta, enquanto as águas claras refletem a grandiosidade do seu azul e as torres do centro. A Torre de Calgary é destaque na paisagem urbana. Do alto, a vista se abre para os arredores, revelando os campos dourados e as montanhas ao longo. Especialmente ao entardecer, quando a luz dueda coba toda a cidade. Os parques de Calgary são convite para relaxar. O Prince's Island Park, situado em uma ilha no meio do Rio Boa, e refugio de tranquilidade com trilhas arborizadas e gramados impecáveis. Durante o verão, o parque ganha vida com festive, mas sua serenidade permanece intacta. Ao horizonte, as montanhas rochosas oferecem uma lembrança constante de que a natureza nunca está longe. Durante os meses de inverno, a neve nas montanhas cria contraste impressionante com o céu claro, tornando a paisagem ainda mais marcante. Halifax, on Canada's east coast, is a port city with unique landscapes that blend history and the sea. The Halifax Harbour is an unforgettable sight, with its calm waters reflecting colourful boats and historic mansions along the shore. The Halifax Boardwalk is one of the city's most iconic spots. Strolling along it is an immersive experience, with views of the Atlantic in every direction. Along the way, small piers and restaurants with terraces provide spaces to contemplate the open sea. Citadel Hill is another highlight of the landscape. From the top of this historic hill, you can enjoy a panoramic view of the city, with the harbour in the foreground and the vast ocean in the background. The contrast between historic buildings and the deep blue of the water is truly captivating. The surroundings of Halifax are equally impressive. The Atlantic beaches, with their golden sands and gentle waves, offer a sense of peace. Meanwhile, the cliffs of Peggy's Cove are a spectacle of their own, featuring an iconic lighthouse framed by rocky formations and the constant sound of crashing waves. Winnipeg, in the heart of Canada, is a city surrounded by vast prairie landscapes and peaceful rivers. The Assiniboine River and the Red River converge at the Forks, one of the city's most picturesque spots. Here, the waters meet in a serene setting, surrounded by parks and walkways that invite visitors to enjoy relaxing strolls. Assiniboine Park is a natural treasure in Winnipeg. Its expansive green spaces, well-maintained gardens, and hidden trails offer moments of tranquility. In the spring, blooming flowers bring vibrant colors to the landscape, creating a stunning scene. On the horizon, the sky seems to dominate the landscape, especially at sunset. The colors of the setting sun paint the plains around the city, creating a scene that evokes peace and a deep connection to the vastness of Canada. Victoria, located on Vancouver Island, is a destination that captivates with its coastal landscapes and welcoming atmosphere. Along the shores of the inner harbor, the calm waters reflect historic buildings, anchored boats, and the imposing Parliament, which dominates the view with its Victorian architecture. The Butchart Gardens are one of the region's most remarkable attractions. Walking through its pathways feels like stepping into a world of colors and fragrances, where every corner unveils a new arrangement of vibrant flowers and lush trees. In the summer, nighttime lights transform the garden into a fairy tale setting. The coastal trails along the Pacific Ocean offer breathtaking views of cliffs and coves. The sound of waves crashing against the rocks and the flight of seagulls complete the scenery, creating an atmosphere of peace and connection with nature. St. John's, in the province of Newfoundland and Labrador, is a destination that blends history, culture, and unparalleled coastal landscapes. The colorful houses in the Jellybean Row neighborhood contrast with the blue of the Atlantic, creating a unique and vibrant view. Signal Hill, with its panoramic views of the city and the sea, is a must-see spot. From the top, you can observe the horizon where the ocean meets the sky, while the historic Cabot Tower Lighthouse completes the scene. The coastline near St. John's is a masterpiece of nature. Dramatic cliffs rise above the rough sea, while trails like the East Coast Trail offer spectacular views of cliffs, coves, and icebergs that can be spotted during the colder months. White Horse, in the Yukon province, is the ideal destination for those seeking the wild landscapes of the north. Surrounded by mountains and intersected by the Yukon River, the city serves as a gateway to exploring Canada's untouched vastness. Emerald Lake, with its green emerald waters, is a mesmerizing and awe-inspiring sight. The surrounding mountains create a perfect backdrop, reflecting their beauty in the calm waters. At night, White Horse is one of the best places to witness the northern lights. The starry sky comes alive with dancing green and purple lights, offering a spectacle that feels straight out of a dream. Charlottetown, on Prince Edward Island, is a charming city with landscapes that exude tranquility. The harbor, with its calm waters, is surrounded by historic mansions and green spaces that invite visitors to take relaxing strolls. The island's beaches are a highlight on their own. With reddish sands and cliffs that plunge into the sea, they create a unique landscape, perfect for gazing at the ocean and listening to the gentle sound of the waves. The fields around Charlottetown complete the scene, with potato farms and lawns that seem to stretch endlessly to the horizon. The harmony between the natural environment and local architecture transforms the landscape into a haven of peace and beauty. Edmonton, the capital of Alberta, is a city where urban landscapes and the vast horizons of the Canadian prairies converge. The North Saskatchewan River winds through the city, carving out a lush green valley surrounded by trails that offer breathtaking panoramic views. Fort Edmonton Park, a natural and historical haven, blends the beauty of forests with a touch of the past. Strolling along its shores, you'll discover serene spots perfect for enjoying the sounds of nature and the gentle flow of the waters. On the horizon, especially at sunset, Edmonton's sky becomes a spectacle. Warm hues of orange, pink, and purple paint the distant prairies, while the city's lights begin to sparkle, creating a magical contrast between the natural and the urban. Regina, located in the heart of Saskatchewan, is surrounded by vast plains that seem to stretch endlessly. The open horizon and the expansive sky dominating the landscape create an unparalleled sense of freedom and spaciousness. The Wascana Center, one of the largest urban parks in North America, is Regina's crown jewel. Its calm waters, bordered by trees and pristine lawns, offer a serene environment. Walking along the lake is an experience that revitalizes the spirit. During the summer, the fields surrounding the city bloom in vibrant shades of yellow and green, while in winter, snow blankets everything, transforming the landscape into a white carpet that glistens under the sun. Thunder Bay, located in Ontario, is a destination where the landscapes of the Great Lakes blend with breathtaking mountains. Situated on the shores of Lake Superior, the largest freshwater lake in the world, the view stretches into an endless vastness. Its calm waters reflect the blue sky and the outlines of distant islands. The Sleeping Giant Provincial Park, near the city, is one of the region's most iconic landscapes. The rock formation, resembling a giant lying down, is surrounded by trails that unveil spectacular views of the lake and the surrounding forests. Along the coast, small cliffs and hidden coves offer moments of quiet contemplation. The sound of waves crashing against the rocks and the flight of birds complete the scene, creating a fully immersive experience in nature. Saguenay, in the province of Quebec, is a place where nature reveals its strength and beauty in unique forms. The Saguenay Fjord is the highlight of the region, with its deep waters surrounded by towering cliffs that seem to embrace the river. The reflection of the forests on the calm waters creates a breathtaking view. The trails along the fjord offer incredible viewpoints, from which you can admire the landscape in all its majesty. The vastness of the surrounding boreal forests completes the picture, with their seemingly endless shades of green. In winter, the fjord freezes, transforming into an almost surreal landscape. The white snow blankets everything, while a profound silence dominates the environment, creating a scene that exudes peace and grandeur. Kingston, located in the province of Ontario, is known as the gateway to the Thousand Islands region, an enchanting archipelago blending crystal-clear waters with small, vegetation-covered islands. Nestled on the shores of Lake Ontario, Kingston showcases serene landscapes that captivate visitors with their tranquility. The historic downtown area, with its limestone buildings, offers views that evoke a sense of the past. Strolling through the streets and observing the reflection of the buildings in the lake's waters creates a unique feeling of calm and peace. Embarking on a cruise through the Thousand Islands treats visitors to a landscape of unparalleled beauty. Small islands adorned with lush trees, quaint cottages, and even castles appear along the journey, crafting scenes that seem to come straight out of a fairy tale. Yellowknife, located in the Northwest Territories, is a place where the Arctic landscapes reveal their full strength and mystery. On the shores of Great Slave Lake, the horizon stretches endlessly, reflecting either the clear sky or the golden hues of the sunset. In winter, Yellowknife offers one of the best experiences for observing the northern lights. The night sky comes alive with green, purple, and blue lights dancing over the frozen landscapes. The vast open spaces and profound silence make the spectacle even more magical. During summer, the lake's waters shimmer under the midnight sun, creating an atmosphere of peace and wonder. The trails around the city unveil boreal forests and small streams that complete the natural scenery. Tofino, on Vancouver Island, is a haven of unique natural beauty. Nestled between the Pacific Ocean and temperate rainforests, the town offers landscapes that captivate with both grandeur and tranquility. Tofino's beaches, such as Long Beach, stretch for miles, with waves that attract surfers and an endless horizon. On foggier days, the mist enveloping the coastline creates a mysterious and enchanting atmosphere. The forests surrounding Tofino are dense and teeming with biodiversity. Trails like the Pacific Rim Trail guide visitors through paths that unveil centuries-old trees, crystal-clear streams, and breathtaking ocean views in the distance. The Magdalen Islands, located in the Gulf of St. Lawrence, are an archipelago of unique beauty. Their landscapes blend red cliffs, fine sandy beaches, and lush green fields stretching as far as the eye can see. The contrast between the red cliffs and the deep blue of the ocean creates breathtaking views in every season. Walking along the beaches, with the gentle sound of waves crashing, is an experience of peace and contemplation. The small villages on the islands enhance the scenery with their colorful houses and anchored boats, appearing as part of a living painting. Kootenay, located in the southwestern region of British Columbia, is a mountainous paradise where the landscapes captivate with their purity. The Rocky Mountains dominate the horizon, with snow-capped peaks rising majestically against the blue sky. The region's lakes, such as Emerald Lake, boast waters so vividly blue they seem almost unreal. The surrounding forests are dense and lush, with trails that lead visitors to hidden waterfalls and natural hot springs. The Radium Hot Springs, nestled among mountains, are one of Kootenay's highlights. Soaking in their warm waters while taking in the breathtaking scenery is an experience of complete connection with nature. Churchill, in the province of Manitoba, is known as the polar bear capital of the world. During the fall, it's possible to observe these magnificent animals in their natural habitat, wandering along the frozen shores of Hudson Bay. Beyond the bears, Churchill's landscape is a spectacle in itself. The tundras stretch endlessly, dotted with frozen lakes and rivers that glisten under the sunlight. During winter, snow blankets everything, transforming the region into a pristine white wonderland. In the sky, the northern lights put on a constant light show. The combination of the dancing colors with the profound silence of the Arctic creates a feeling of being in another world. Saskatoon, located in the province of Saskatchewan, is a charming city surrounded by the vast horizon of the Canadian prairies. The South Saskatchewan River flows through the city, creating stunning landscapes that harmonize the urban and natural elements. The bridges connecting both sides of the city offer remarkable views along the river, especially during sunset. The riverbanks are dotted with parks like the Meewison Valley, a haven of tranquility with wooded trails that follow the water's path. It's a perfect place for a walk or simply to contemplate the gentle flow of the river, which reflects the colors of the sky and the silhouettes of the trees. In winter, snow blankets Saskatoon, transforming it into a magical white landscape. The river's waters partially freeze, creating unique scenes that look like they've been lifted straight out of a painting. The Bay of Fundy, located between New Brunswick and Nova Scotia, is one of Canada's most impressive natural wonders. Known for having the highest tides in the world, this region offers dynamic landscapes that change drastically throughout the day. When the tide is low, massive rock formations, such as the Hopewell Rocks, emerge, creating a surreal scene. During high tide, these same rocks are almost submerged, with only their tops visible. The cliffs surrounding the bay provide spectacular ocean views, especially at sunrise, when the sunlight bathes the landscape in golden hues. The gentle sound of waves breaking on the rocks and the flight of seabirds complete the serene atmosphere. The rivers that flow into the bay create unique whirlpools and currents, adding movement to the scenery. During the highest tides, it is possible to witness the famous reversing waves, where ocean water literally flows into the rivers, a fascinating phenomenon.